Hi, in this question, we're given the sum of the first n terms of a certain sequence to be Sn is equal to 2n squared minus n, where n is a natural number. And we are asked to find the first three terms. Now, a sequence can always be visualized uh, like a straight line in which the terms are arranged. This is the first term T1, this is the second term T2, this is the third term T3, right up to any position term called Tn, and so on. So a sequence can also be visualized as such, so that when we say S3, for example, then what we are referring to is the sum of the first three terms. Which are the first three terms? The first term, second term, third term. So it will be first term plus second term plus third term. The first three terms. Now, we are asked to find the first three terms when we are given the formula for the sum of any number of terms. We should also know that S1 means the sum of the first term. The first term is already only one term. Sum of one term simply means the same term. This is a starting point. Once we remember this, then we'll be able to generate the other two terms, which forms the first three terms. All right? So with S1, it simply means we're going to put 1 in this formula to have the first term. And so the first term, T1, will therefore be equal to, we'll put 1 in the place of n. That gives us 2 into 1 minus 1, which is 2 minus 1, which is 1. So our first term is 1. Now, sum of the first two terms will be the first two terms, T1 and T2, will give you S2 with T1 plus T2. Now, we know T1. T1 is 1. So it is 1 plus T2. And so what is T2? Therefore, T2 will be, we take this one this way, it will be S2 minus 1. Do we know S2? Yes. We come to this expression. In the place of n, we'll put 2 to give us S2. And so this will become 2 into 2 squared minus 2, and then minus this one that we have there. This gives us 2 squared is 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 2 minus 1, which is 8 minus 3, which is 5. All right? So the second term for this expression is 5. For this sequence is 5. Now, how do we get the third term? We also look for S3. S3 is what? Sum of the first three terms will be T1 plus T2 plus T3. Will be T1 plus T2 plus T3. We already know T1 as 1. We already know T2 as 5. And we will now be able to get T3. We'll now be able to calculate your T3. So this is equal to 6 plus T3. Therefore, what is T3? We'll carry 6 this way. So T3 now will be equal to S3 minus 6. S3, how do we get S3? We go to that formula, we replace n with 3. So it will become 2 into 3 squared minus 3. So we'll now have 2 into 3 squared minus 3. But there was a minus 6 there that we don't have to forget. And so this gives us 3 squared is 9 times 2 is 18 minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. That gives us 18 minus 9, which is 9. Therefore, Therefore, the first three terms of that sequence will be 1, 5, 9. The first three terms will be 1, 5, 9. And if we're asked, for example, to give the type of the sequence, we can see clearly that from the terms of the sequence, it is an arithmetic progression because the second term minus the first term give us the same answer as the third term minus the second term. So there is going to be a common difference of 4. So this sequence is actually an arithmetic progression, just in case we're asked to give the nature or the type of sequence. Thank you.